Students, today's topic is marketing objectives, demand for industrial marketing, and difference between industrial marketing and consumer marketing. Marketing objectives. So these are goals set by a company which promoting its products or services to potential consumers. That should be achieved within a given time and it will be increased profit awarenesses among targeted audience, giving information about the product or services futures and cutting down customers resistance to buying the products. And its main objectives is profit earning, creation of customers, regular innovations, and best possible usage of resources, production and supply of goods and services, and with the good quality. So, they explain each of the components of business to business market and describes the major approaches to segmenting for the B2B markets and identify the major characteristics of business market and its demands. And it will be discuss the decision to make, lease or buy. It describes the major influence on buying behavior, outline the steps in the organization buying process, and it clarify organization buying situation. It explains the buying center concepts and discuss the challenges and strategies for the marketing to government, institutional and international buyers. The benefits of marketing business. So, marketing objectives are the vital to marketing success and it enables a company to control its marketing plan, to provide a way to measure a company's progress, set out what a company wants to achieve from its marketing activities, and it helps the company to develop products and services that meets the needs to target market. So, marketing is a consumer oriented process. Marketing starts and ends with the consumers. Marketing is the guiding element of business. Then, marketing is a systematic. Marketing is a goal oriented process. Marketing is a process of exchange. Totally, it is a process involved in the various functions to be performed in all over the social and environmental factors. Next topic, demands for industrial marketing. So let us see what is meant by industrial demand. A small percentage changes in a customer or consumer markets leads to much greater changes in industrial market. So there can be dramatic shifts in the demand curve. So the demand for industrial goods and services are derived from expectations of the action of ultimate consumers. Demand for industrial product is also often for the joint. Joint demand occurs when the demand for the product depends upon its use in the conjunctions with another products. Small changes in consumer buying attitudes are closely watched. So, demand means a amount of a goods that consumers are willing and able to buy at a given point in a time. So, the law of demand of increase in the goods price causes a decreases in the quantity demanded and decreases in the price causes increases in the quantity demanded. So, price is main variable affecting demand. It is more important in industrial marketing since it can have a major effects on a firm's overall corporate strategies. The nature, scope and challenges of industrial marketing overview. Industrial market consists all the organization that purchase goods and services to use in the creation of their own goods and services. So it is a process of matching and combining the capabilities of the supplier with the desired outcomes of the customers to create a value for the customers to customer and and since or ends for the both the organization. So industry demands includes the goods and services that all requires by all individuals and organization that are engaged in the products on other goods and services. There are six demands for industrial marketing or as follows: derived demand, stimulating industrial demand, joint demand, fluctuating demand, inelastic demand, and cross elastic of demand. Why industrial demand is called derived demand? Because industrial demand is derived from or depends on demand for a customer's goods and services. A demand for industrial goods is ultimately derived from the demand of customer goods and services. Like example, LG steel is demanded for production of consumer durable products like cars, refrigerators, which are demanded by households customers. Since demands for steel is derived from forecast for the customer demands. So the single most important force in marketing of industrial products and services is derived demand. Industrial customers buys goods and services for making the use in, in producing other goods and services and finally produced like product services sold to the consumers. In industrial marketing, the demand for industrial goods and services is derived from consumers' goods and services. For example, the demand for precision steel tubes does not exist in the market. Its demands for the production of bicycle, motorcycle, scooters, and furnitures, so which are consumed by the consumers. Thus, the demand for precision steel tubes is derived from the forecast of the consumers' demand for bicycles, motorcycles like scooters. So, it is demanded for the production of a bicycle, motorcycle, and scooters. An industrial marketing firm must be in close touch with customers, purchase, finance, quality, and standards like quantity, etc. so as to get the information on changes in the consumer's demand. And the second one, estimating industrial demand. Because of the nature of industrial demand, the influence of the final customer is well organized. So, one way with industrial marketers attempted to increase the sales by estimating increase in the demand of ultimate consumers. By directing advertising to consumers, industrialists can often increase consumers' demand for the final products, which in terms of and increase their industrial sales, industrial advertising to the ultimate consumer is also a method of increasing a goodwill and achieving the favorable of position with an industrial immediate consumers. Next, third one, joint demand. It is a common in the industrial market because it occurs when one product requires the existence of another. To be careful with the acceptance may be founded. For example, a pump set cannot be used for pumping water if the electronic motor or diesel engine is not available. Similarly, the Department of Telecommunication, which requires a complete kit consisting of different items for joining the underground telecom cables, cannot buy only some of the items for a supplier as it does not constitute the kit. Thus, some industry products do not have industrial demand but are demanded only if the other products are available from the industrial supplier. So most product requires several component parts. Like example, again, a bakery requires flour, salt, yeast in the production of the bread. If one of the ingredients cannot be obtained means other thing purchase will be discontinued. Joint demand situation can also be affected by changes in product specification. And another fourth one, fluctuating demand. So this demand for business goods and services tends to be more volatile than the demand for consumer goods and services. So a given percentage increase in consumers demand can lead to much larger percentage increase in the demand for plant and machinery or equipments necessary to produce the additional output. So this is especially true of demand for new plant and machinery. And the fifth one, inelastic demand. Demand is very special, especially inelastic in the short run because producers cannot make quick changes in their production method. Demand is also inelastic for industrial products that represented a small percentage of a total cost of the item. So, the total demand for many industrial goods and services is inelastic, that is not much offered by price changes. And the last one, a sixth one, a cross elastic of demand. It is the responsiveness of sales of one product to a price changes in another. This has a very important bearing on marketing strategy. In the construction industry, sales of steel will be affected by the price of a close substitute aluminum. A large the number of substitutes resources available, the greater the elastic cross elastics of demand for the particular sources. So it can have a dramatic impact on the marketing strategies of an industrial firm. Cross elastic for substitute is always positive. The price of one goods and the quality demanded of the another way always more in the same direction. So the more positive is the ratio, the large the cross elastic and more definite it is that the products complete in the same market. Next topic, a difference between industrial marketing and consumer marketing. So, in this, there are the points buyer characteristics, decision making, channel, promotion, and product and services. So, in buyer's characteristic, industrial marketing will be favor buyers, hire buyers, a close suppliers consumers relationship, and technicals or experts. But in consumer marketing, larger buyers, low buyers, and concentration, non personal relationship, and less technical experts. In consumer market, individual purchase and product will be chosen by the customers. Family involvement, influence. A family may be decide whether to purchase a hygienic or generic or brand drugs, and social psychology motivations. In second one, a decision making will be in industrial marketing, distinct observation. In consumer marketing, non-observation will be there, and channels will be in industrial marketing, a direct favor link, shorter. In consumer behavior, in consumer marketing, indirect multiple linkages, and in promotion, a personal technical presentation will be there. In consumer marketing, advertising, selling, trade shows. And the last one, product and services, a technical complex to customer specification, prompt services timely, and it delivery is very essential in industrial marketing. And consumer marketing, it will be a standardized and or repetitive market make and service delivery secondary.